On today's hike, I am just focusing on getting in some miles closer here to where I live. Probably gonna hike 10 miles, go home, take a break, and do another 10 to 15. Something pretty cool about my local section of Florida Trail is that every time you walk through a pine barren, all of these pines of course have been planted, but you're also walking through a blackberry patch. And at the end of spring going into summer, all of these brambles will be filled with blackberries. Find bridges and underpasses. So fascinating. I don't know if that's just me, but me growing up near a local greenway recreational park area, I had been going there my entire life, walking around the paved trail, but it wasn't until I was, I think, maybe 16, 17 that I realized the Florida Trail went right through where I had been, walking my entire life, basically. And it was just really surprising because I didn't know what the Florida Trail was, and then I remember doing a YouTube search and come to find out that the Florida Trail goes, pretty much up the entire way of Florida. It was just super fascinating to me. So ever since then, I've been hiking sections of the Florida Trail near where I live. Taking a break from my hike, and some of you hikers got some really beautiful views, beautiful mountains. I got the Marion County landfill. It's pretty majestic. I'm curious to know, if you're watching this, what is your favorite hiking snack? I myself really love these Velveeta breakfast biscuits, cookies, whatever you call them. I just love the way they taste. And while you're hiking, hear that crunch? So satisfying. Minimalist sandals, hiking in minimalist sandals. Specifically the Zero, I think they're like the Zero Cloud Foam sandals. These. Well, essentially, I've had these for a couple of years, and I actually bought them lightly used off of somebody on, I think it was Mercari. So essentially, for the last 2 years, only in the last year have I been hiking consistently. But I've been hiking a few miles wearing these sandals, hiking a few few miles wearing regular running shoes and going back and forth. I don't know that that's necessarily the way to do it, but definitely if you're not used to wearing minimalist sandals or walking barefoot, your feet are going to hurt. They're going to take some getting used to. For me, something that really did help actually me transition into hiking many miles, 10, 15 plus miles in these sandals is actually on terrain just like this, nice grass, actually taking your sandals off and just walking barefoot. And that really helps you to stretch your feet, stretch your toes, all while strengthening your feet, not necessarily callousing your feet, though the skin on your feet, on the bottoms of your feet, will get thicker naturally. But yeah, for me, the main reason why I even have transitioned to these zero minimalist sandals is that it didn't matter what shoe, boot, hiking boot, whatever that I tried, I was consistently getting pain in my knees and in my hips, my hip flexors. Those things were really bothering me, and I noticed that every time I wore the sandals or went barefoot, that my feet would hurt. I'd have some pain in my feet, but I'd have no pain in my joints, my hips, my knees. So for me, it's way more tolerable to have subtle pain in the tissue of my feet than the aching pain in my hips and knees. So currently back at this very nice grassy section, taking a break, eating some granola. A very hippie hiker thing to do, I guess. All right, took about 40-minute lunch. Took about a 40-minute lunch. Now I'm back out hiking. Gonna go for another, as planned, 10 to 15 miles. I think that'll be all for today's video. I'm gonna keep hiking for the next probably 2 hours, and hopefully I'll meet my goal around 20 to 25 miles. And that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more of this. I enjoy making these types of videos, and I'm excited to see what kind of content I can create here in the future.